Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we have a heart-wrenching story from our subscriber Eric about a betrayal of trust in his relationship with his Thai wife. It's a tale of love, deception, and the complexities of cross-cultural relationships. Eric shares his experience of discovering a hidden relationship between his wife and a younger foreign man, leading to a crisis of trust and a significant impact on their marriage. Tune in to hear the full story and the lessons learned. I met a lovely Thai college student in 2013. It didn't take long for us to move in together. I was in my early 40s and she in her early 20s. Coming off a recent divorce, I had no plans of marriage. This girl was in fact my first real live-in girlfriend upon relocating to Thailand. Although I intended on playing the field, she was just a really nice woman, pretty, intelligent, and we got along great. We stayed in this arrangement until late 2016, decided to get married at the Amphor and have the real wedding at a later date. We traveled a lot and it was much easier to get her into different countries with me if we were married. I intended to marry her eventually, and we merely sped the process up a bit to ease our travel restrictions. I can honestly say in this 3-year period we had no more than 2 arguments. We had much in common, and we spent all our time together. I left Thailand now and then for work, but spent at least 6 or more months per year with her. I also took her to Farang several times for vacations and business trips. Throughout 90% of our relationship, she did not work, but kept her busy with yoga classes, bartending schools, and a hairdressing course. Although she held a BA degree, this was okay with me, as when I was in Thailand, we enjoyed our time together, and I didn't want her to work when I was there. I supported her with a condo and a decent monthly allowance. Early in 2017, we finally officially tied the knot. I went off on a business trip most of that year and returned in the fall of 2017. I took about 6 months off, and we enjoyed ourselves as usual, even though we now had been together for nearly 5 years. In mid-2018, I went off for another business trip. During this trip, I discovered upon my return, my wife had befriended a young mid-20s Farang man. I managed to find this out through small clues and other means that are insignificant to my main point. I discovered she was not 100% truthful on how they met, when they met, and what they did on their subsequent meetings. Even after the initial discovery of the relationship, I asked her if there were any other details she had left out. The answer was no. Later on, she came clean with a few more details, such as a lunch or 2 they shared out in the city during the day, and most importantly, a visit from him to our home. She claims the relationship was purely platonic. I actually met the guy, and he never told me about some of the meetings he had with my wife, although I had showed him photos of my home and motorbikes. He had been to my home with her and seen all of this, but made no mention of it when I showed him the photos at the bar when we met him. He acted as if he never saw them. Some key points that concern me. Was there a romantic or sexual attraction? Was there a conspiracy between them to keep or a sexual relationship secret? Why would my wife need a male friend who was clearly very good looking, well off, and was attracted to her? He told me this. If I had never discovered the depth of the relationship, would she have even told me? To say the least, this caused some serious issues with me and the wife. I was considering divorce. All the while, the platonic friend knew of the trouble it caused. He did not try to contact me to defend the relationship. Eventually he did call me, and only did so because I brought this point up to the wife. There are many possible conclusions to this story, but only they know the real story. Since this has happened, I have somewhat distanced myself from my wife, although I see her when I return from my new business trip schedule every 6 weeks. I still support my wife in a good lifestyle, with 90,000 baht per month minus condo rent, car payment, utilities, etc. I demanded she get a job to fill her time and lessen her need for a platonic male friend, as well as relocating her back to Bangkok from our vacation home in a famous northern Thailand city where the platonic friend lives. I really don't have a conclusion or message to this story except always keep your girl on a short leash. No matter how perfect you may think she is, think twice. So, what do you think? Should Eric trust his wife again? Can their relationship recover from such a deep betrayal? Or is it time to cut ties and move on? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Well, that was a shocking turn of events, wasn't it? Eric's story is a stark reminder that even the most seemingly perfect relationships can be shattered by betrayal. If you found this video insightful or relatable, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more real-life stories and relationship advice. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section. Have you ever been betrayed by a loved one? How did you cope? Let's discuss and learn from each other. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.